Hello again, everyone. If you haven't seen my live with Elizabeth before, my name is Alyssa from the USA, and I'm a singer songwriter and a peer romance consultant. You can find me on Netflix on Sing On episode 2. So if you're interested, check it out. And I've had Elizabeth for 12 weeks now, and it was my first coaching experience, and it did not disappoint. So I just wanted to come on and share my experience. Last week was our last session, but not our last session because I will be back to keep on working on personal growth. So, with that being said, for the past 3 months, this is the changes that I've had. So, this is from my personal journal, which is very vulnerable but brave, and I'm very excited to share with you all. And I hope that you can take away something, and I hope that my journey and my personal success can help you find success for your journey. So, today is my last coaching call with Elizabeth. These past 12 weeks, I have grown so much, so I'm happy to reflect. In the beginning, I was insecure and unsure, worried about other people in my life who were also unsure of themselves, which was a mirror. When it came to finances and dating, I felt like it was always a struggle to make and keep money and to be seen and understood. I was unaware that I was very guarded and afraid of accepting and receiving abundance and love in all forms. I felt like I needed to do everything myself and felt guilt in asking for help and unworthy of receiving. Through my coaching, I've learned to reparent myself, protect and listen to my inner child, and allow her to feel and seen heard. In doing this, I've learned to put myself first, recognize when I'm not doing so, and be brave and secure in using my boundaries while establishing my worth. I have also learned true self sufficiency. I have more security in myself and trust in myself in making choices. Not only has it helped me be more trusting in money and partners, but it has helped me trust fully in the universe. I have more confidence in my talents and abilities, and I'm no longer afraid of success or the opinions of others. I am strong enough to no longer let my worth be determined by how others perceive me, nor be determined by the approval of others in my career. I am brave enough to be vulnerable in relationships and in my career. I do not have to be the sad, scared, shy little girl anymore. I am happy and pleased to say that I am embodying the queen that I've always daydreamed about, and my full potential is just on the horizon. I am more secure, sufficient, happy, joyful, and full of so much love for life and helping serve others in any way that I am able, and it's best when it's through my purpose. I am enthusiastic to move forward to allow myself to enjoy the life I've always wanted and that I'm going to cultivate. I am a powerful being and a deliberate creator, and I have all of the tools, thanks to Elizabeth and a great new supportive circle, to make my mark on this world. So thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing, Alyssa. That's such a vulnerable sharing. And I'm sure all the ladies be so inspired by your journey. And so Alyssa was brave enough to share with you her personal journal. Yeah, so when you would remember you 3 months ago, can you share with us what was the most present feeling in your life? Like what yeah, what have you been struggling with the most back then?
The, the feeling that I had the most was fear and survival. I was growing up in a household where it was fear based and survival mode. So anything that I did, including my jobs and in dating, it was out of fear of being alone and out of fear of not being able to survive on my own.
So the fear of survival. Yeah, and in
Mhm.
dating, what was the how did you feel there?
I felt like I had to perform all the time, and I felt like I had a lot of anxious and anxiety. I had an anxious attachment style for those that know what that is, and um, I determined my worth through um, being too open too soon. I determined my worth through trying to please and people please, and I would go against my boundaries just to keep a
Mm,
man.
yeah, so you were like trying hard to keep the guys, right? And like,
Mhm.
what was the most common behavior and pattern from the man that you have been attracting 3 months ago?
The most common behavior was it was like a quick burnout. It was fast attraction, and then it seemed like the moment that I gave in to sexual tendencies with men um, under false uh, acting, like I felt like we would be closer, but they just wanted that. So there was a lot of false promises and very flaky, and um, inconsistency was the number one factor in my past dating. It was inconsistent, but it was I had to understand that it was because I was inconsistent.
Mm. Yes, like this came later, right? The understanding how you can turn this around. But how did it make you feel to attract men who are so inconsistent and passive and low effort?
It made me feel unworthy. It made me feel sad, and I had this feeling like I know I'm worth it. I know I'm all of these things. I can be such a great partner, and I can cook, I can clean. Like I was very much like wanting to be a wife, and I gave all of that very too soon, or I came on too strong. So it would make them run away, or they would just use me and walk away. And I didn't feel comfortable, and I didn't feel secure. I didn't feel like a prize.
Yes,
And I kept saying I wanted to be a prize, but I wasn't acting like much of one because I wasn't making them go through the work.
yes, that was painful, right? To just
Mhm.
feel like I'm giving so much, but this guy just like disappears or doesn't value that, right? And
Right, and I had to learn. Oh, go ahead.
what did you wanted to add?
Uh, I wanted to add that just I had to understand that just my presence alone, just giving my time was enough in the beginning. I didn't have to do so much. So requesting my time is a privilege.
Yes, this is what you learned, right? This is what you
Hmm.
owned in the last 3 months. So, okay, that's great.
Hmm.
I'm so happy that you did learn that. And after the 3 months of coaching, what are you attracting now, and how do you feel now generally in your life?
I don't know if you can see look at my face. Um, I feel so much abundance, and I've been receiving it so many different ways through our coaching.
So,
I've had
so you mean you turn around from feeling like fear of survival and money to now feeling like actually like if I wanted something, I can manifest the money. Like there is money. Is this something you started like literal feeling and creating in your life?
yes, yes, and through meditation and through journaling, all of these amazing tools that you have given me, and the changing my mindset and changing the type of men that I attracted. And it started with me cutting off all of those men that were very inconsistent and the booty calls. And I just said, enough is enough.
So beside of feeling abundant now, and actually attracting more abundance in your life so that you can, you know, just like know that you are supported whatever you need, um, the universe brings it to you. beside of that, how are you feeling now when you think about dating and men? Like, do you still feel like I have to like work so hard to keep a guy, I have to perform, or what is it now that you are experiencing?
I I just shared with you today. I'm experiencing that even when I constantly I have to put myself first, but when I do put myself first, my current partner that I've been talking with through this journey has been so consistent in his words, in his actions, and has actually respected my time and has made me feel seen and heard and has respected my schedule. So if I say, well, I have plans this weekend, I need to catch up on housework or I need to focus on my business, he will make time around my schedule and say, well, what if I come at this time? And he still wants to see me. He actually told me the other day that he was upset that our consistent streak of seeing each other every weekend is going to come to a pause because he has something to do and he can't, or he's even trying, actually no, he's trying to work around that too. So he doesn't want to not see me for a weekend. Like he's been seeing me consistently for over 12 weeks every weekend,
That's
just, and
great.
he doesn't want to stop.
So you attract consistent behavior now. And how does it make you feel to, from like, how does it make you feel right now when you think about men and dating? Like, is it something brings you joy or pain like before?
Well, before it brought me pain and a lot of fear, and I had to understand that it wasn't just all it was me. Like they were inconsistent because I was inconsistent. So I had to start showing up for myself, and I had to sit down with myself and really swallow a hard pill and understand that if I wanted something very real and what I want for my life and what I value, I had to start valuing that and putting up boundaries and being
Yeah.
strict even with myself. So it was a lot of understanding me, and now I feel just so I don't have to put any more effort out, and when I do make the effort, it is appreciated, it is seen, there's so much gratitude. And um, my physical features have changed. I've had family members and friends tell me how happy I look and how great I look, and some of them didn't even recognize me. They were like, "Oh my god," and it's just been so nice, and I feel I've been getting more opportunities, and it's just been a wonderful ride. God bless you, Bowie.
This cute one. So you no longer feel like you have to perform, right? So you feel loved and you like you can be just yourself.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
great.
Very much.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you would like to share with the ladies? So, especially, why would you advise like women to join coaching? So, what do you think is going to give them as a value?
Oh my gosh. First of all, I'm biased, but I'm not at the same time because it took me 2 years to invest in myself. I was in a very toxic relationship 2 years ago that ended really bad, and I looked up dating coaches on YouTube and I would listen to them, and I kind of started to understand, but I never took the full leap and invested in myself to actually work with one. And I just think the powers that be had us meet, and I was so happy to have met you the week of my birthday. And I decided to say, you know what, for my birthday, I'm going to invest in myself and take this journey. And this coaching is a lot more different than it would be going to a therapist. A coach will actually dedicate their time and really try to understand you and hear you and see you. And it just feels so much more worth it to invest in yourself. There's a lot of therapists out there. I respect them. I've gone to therapy, that's helped too. But the fact that it's a weekly basis and someone is consistently, even more than weekly, it's every day, someone to check in on you and help you. And if you have these questions, and you're a professional at this way of life. A lot of therapists don't really understand dating, or they don't, they don't understand the deeper level. And you have helped me uh, unleash certain traumatic experiences in my life that um, prevented me from receiving abundance and feeling worthy of receiving abundance. So if had it not been for the money manifesting week that we did, I would not have excelled as fast as I did. So this is so worth it.
That's amazing, right? So, would you say the money that you invested in coaching came back to you because you have changed from part-time to full-time and doubled your, not doubled, but raised your rate in your with your private clients?
It did. I actually had a my first sign that it was coming back to me was I have a friend that is an amazing man, and he was the first sign of me attracting um,
What?
provide men that are providers.
Yeah, and
So
you
he was
haven't been dating him, right? It was just a man that
right. I wasn't.
supports you. Yeah. And it
Yeah,
happened
yeah,
literally
and
on the call, right?
yeah. It was like while we had our call, and I was telling him about, oh, I invested in. I'm
After you
coaching.
decided, like 5 minutes after you decided, the
Yep.
universe was like, okay, here's the money.
Here you go. And he sent me money, and he was just so happy, and happy to see my growth and happy to support that. And you helped me understand that it's okay to ask for help and to receive, and know that I'm worthy of that. And yeah, oh my goodness, it's been amazing. And a lot of people, I've had friends tell me, wow, when I met you, 2 years ago, you're not the same person anymore. You're a woman. And even my partner now, he says, I needed a woman, and you are very much a woman, and I adore how independent you are, and you don't need me, and you just like I admire you, and you inspire me. And it feels so good to actually have that reflected back to me, because then that means I like what I'm being told complimentary is a reflection upon me and my growth, and
Yeah.
it feels absolutely amazing.
Alyssa, I'm also so proud of you because you can always apply like all of that so quickly and easily. She actually embodied like the feminine energy, like not the tools, the energy, right? Step by
Mhm.
step, you practice and embody that. So, when you would like put it in like two sentences, why would you advise the ladies to invest in themselves in coaching? So, why does it help them to save the time?
You won't waste any more time if you're looking for a partner and you want married life or whatever it is you're looking for. It doesn't even have to be a relationship. If you want to excel in your business, this will take out all of the extra insecurities and anxiety, and she will help you get to the core and help you change your belief system, because it all starts here and here. And once you change your mindset and your old programming from what you grew up with and what you were conditioned to believe, you will see so many changes.
That's great. Thanks for sharing. So many ladies, including me, for 2 years before I started being coached too, are
Mhm.
thinking that they can do it themselves. Like I did too. I read all the books and listened to all the YouTube videos, and I was thinking I can do it myself. And I did grow myself back then, but it was a slow progress. But so many ladies think they can do it themselves. Like what would you advise those women who believe that, well, like I don't want to get help. I can do it myself. Like, is it something that you think some people can do, or is it better to have somebody guide them that they can reach the goal faster?
You just said it. Like, yeah, I would not have excelled as fast as I did had I not worked with you these past 3 months. And I too thought I could do it by myself for 2 years. I kept reading and looking at YouTube videos, but it really helps to have dialogue with someone who is professional in this dynamic, especially, you know, it's just good to have someone else that is trying to help you. Friends and family, they only can tell you from their biased opinion and their conditioning. They don't understand the the spiritual science behind all of it, and so you can help get to the core and figure it out and give us the tools to bypass the blocks. So anyone out there that thinks I can do it by myself, you're blocking yourself. There are many things you can do by yourself, but when it comes to something that you only your conscious and your belief system can go so far from what you've grown up with, you need to have a coach, someone who can break any barriers that you have. So once you ask, and asking for help is the first step.
That's great. And what would you advise the women that say that, okay, I do want coaching, but I don't have the money. Like I I don't have the money. So what would you advise them? Because for my own personal life, I didn't have the money for 2 years until I made the money to show up because I was like, I have to have the money. But what would you advise the other ladies who think like, yes, I want it, but I just don't have the money. There's no money, and I don't know what to do. So what would you advise them to do in this moment?
I would, well, firstly, I would get a journal and I would write down how you feel about wanting the help and how you feel about money. And then I would meditate on it. It could take 2 minutes if you want, if you've never done it before, 5 minutes. Just listen to some calming music and really go and just don't even think about anything. Don't think about nothing. Just set an intention for yourself. Write it down. I really would like to have this money for coaching. And I guarantee you, I believe for you, and you need to believe it for yourself too, that you are worthy and worth it to have this kind of help, and you're going to get the money. It's going to come to you in some way. It'll probably be a raise from your job or something, or someone will just say, hey, like you know, something will come to you, and at first you probably won't think it's connected, but it is, and there will be abundance for you.
Wow, that's so inspiring. Like even if I listen to that, I'm like feeling so light up. Thank you so much for sharing. Is there anything else you would like to share?
um don't give up on your personal goals, and don't forget to put yourself first, because the universe will always provide to you and the right people will come into your life when you put yourself first and you understand that you are a flower. You don't pick up the flower and take it out of the soil. You fix the soil around the flower so it stays blooming. So keep blooming, change up your circumstances and your environment, and watch your world change.
I love that. It's so inspiring. Okay. Thank you everybody for watching us live, and say hi in the comments if you are um, watching afterwards. And if you do decide to, to get coaching, then just reach out to me. And the first call is always free. So this week I do have 2 more spots. So just DM me. And thank you so much, ladies, for watching.
Bye.
Okay, so